Okay, hey everybody, this is Zbrush4R7 and I have been busy. I am really excited today because I have, in the past couple of days I've been taking a look at Alpha, Brush, Color, Document, Draw, Edit, File, and now we're at Layer. Oh my gosh, I have really stumbled on something cool. So this is a layer that I found in Lightbox, or a texture I found in Lightbox. I'm not quite sure where it was. It was something like... No, it wasn't. It wasn't anything like this. Okay, anyway, let's start a brand new project and show everybody what's going on. Okay. Now, we're just worried about textures right here, so we can exit edit mode and Control N, and then zoom out to see our canvas, and just because, I don't know, I like texture sizes and stuff, let's just make this 1024 by 1024. Okay, making sure to turn Pro off because that makes things hard to resize and stuff. Yeah. Okay, anyway, zoom out. Now this is our canvas, right? And I have really found a lot of cool things in Layer. Okay, now let's load up a few textures into our texture box. Okay. Now to do that, let's go to Lightbox and then find texture, and let's load the first 9 textures. So double click on it until you see the little texture pop up right here. That means that it has been imported into our texture drop down right there. Okay, that one, then this one, then this one, this one. Okay. Good. Perfect. Okay, that's good. That should be enough for this lesson. Okay, now the last textures that we imported, we'll start with this one. If you go, just to make things easier, I'm going to dock the layers drop down, or sorry, layer drop down. Much different than over here in your tool palette. There is a layers drop down. That is totally different than this layer drop down up here. So up here, click the layer and drag it over here somewhere. Okay, there's our layer. Now this first layer is what you're looking at right now, and if you go up to document and backdrop and fill this backdrop with any color you want to, ooh, that's nice, pretty green. That actually, let's see. Oh, I thought that was going to transfer over there, but it didn't seem to work. Okay, let's just stay focused on layers. Now, layer 1, we can fill the canvas with whatever texture we have. If we don't have a texture, it defaults to the color we have selected right here. So if we like this color and, okay. No, wait, that didn't seem to select the color. That's kind of strange. Anyway, let's go to green and then fill right here. That fills this layer or this canvas with the color that we just selected. If we create another layer and we give it another color, you can click fill right here, and that creates the color that we selected. And if we create another one, oh no, sorry, fill fills the object with whatever color you have or texture, but if you create and then select that layer and find a color that you like, you can also press Control F, which fills the layer, and if we select right here, that filled that layer as well. So now we have 3 layers with different colors. Now you can bake the layer to the right down onto the left. So if I press bake right now, it will bake this onto this. Now I'm not sure what this will result in, because I've primarily just focused and noticed lots of results with black and white, which is very effective. So let's see what if we hover over this bake and control click to read everything. Oh, that's kind of scary. Let's fill this layer with the gray just so we can see it. Okay, fill. Okay, good. Now if we control click and read this, the bake button converts all rendered material and shading effects on this layer to flat color pixel images. Is it pixel or pixel? I think that looks like a typo, but visually you may not notice a difference, but effectively ZBrush takes a snapshot of the layer and repaints it entirely using the flat color material. Okay, good. Now we've changed the color, but we should still see some type of effect if we bake layer 2 onto layer 1. That is what this bake is saying. So if we bake this, all of this color information just baked over onto this layer, and there was a slight effect. Now if we wanted to see this a little more clear, let's delete everything. Deleting a layer is not an undoable operation. Would you still like to delete this layer? Yes. Then delete this, and oh, can't delete that because you need a layer, at least one layer. Okay, then let's fill this one layer with white. Okay, click and drag all the way to get white, and then fill this layer with white. Now it wasn't totally white because it also takes into account what matte cap you have. Totally awesome. Yeah. Okay, so if we go to the material right here and we select flat color and then we click fill, now we're going to get straight white or whatever color we choose. Okay, that there, this color. Let's go back to white real quick. Okay, fill that, and let's create a new layer and fill this with total white. And now let's go over here into our tool palette and select the 2.5D brushes, and you can use any of these you want to, but just for demonstration purposes, let's use a simple brush and adjust the color to straight black. And then let's see how big my brush is. No, I don't want any alpha right now. Okay, nope. Or texture, I just want a straight color. Okay, perfect. Now this is going to be just one crazy blob. Okay. Nice, looking good. Perfect. Okay, I like where this is headed. Okay, perfect. Looks nice. Now I created this on the second layer. Now if I move over to the first layer, I haven't totally figured out all of the parameters of this layer system yet, because when you merge and you bake in every aspect of mRGB, RGB, material, Z-add, Z-sub, and Z-cut takes into effect or is accounted for when you merge or bake, so it's really confusing. But okay, so here's our layer 2, here's our layer 1, not Cortana, she does that sometimes. Okay, select layer 1, and then at 100% bake blend amount, let's bake this layer onto this. Bake. Wait, what happened? Why didn't that work? Oh man, what happened? Oh, maybe I've got RGB on, so if I turn mRGB, bake. Now let's try ZAdd. Bake. Oh man, what's going on? Change the MatCap. Bake that. Let's see. Let's flip this around, see if that does anything. Okay, bake that. Well, there's nothing there. Okay, 60% bake. That should work. Yes, that worked. I'm not sure why it didn't work the other way, but if you notice that this now has that second layer information. If we Control Z, now there is nothing, and we can watch it. So, okay, bake. Now it has that. And what we can do is select this layer, and then tilde key on your keyboard. You'll have, on the left side, you'll have Shift, Caps Lock, Tab, and then right above and right underneath Escape is tilde key. Okay, hold that and drag. Drag this anywhere you want to in your scene. Okay, right there. And then go back to layer 1, and whatever dark, you know, image or texture that you painted right here will bake over here. So bake, and then you can see that that bakes that right there. So if we keep moving this around, tilde key, okay, right over there. Okay, and then go back to layer 1. We can bake as many times as we need to, and it's not it's not baking 100%, because right now it is baking 66% of whatever this layer has. So if we bump this all the way up to 100, and then go to layer 2, and then hold down tilde key and move this somewhere else, probably up here, and then go back to this layer and bake this, we see a full color bake onto this layer. So that's really exciting. I don't know. I tried last time and it didn't work, but I'm going to try again just because it didn't work the first time, but then could work this time and stuff. So I'm going to try painting with color on this layer. Okay, there's a blob, there's a blob. Okay, red or green, red, and blue. See if that does anything. mRGB and ZAdd are on, so it should do something. Okay, then we go to layer 1 and bake. Oh, the color information did bake, so that's exciting. So now we can go back to this layer and increase our draw size significantly and have blue, whoa, no, blue, red, and green, and then go to this layer and bake that onto this layer. Totally cool. And this is kind of like Photoshop, where you can have numerous layers and you can bake or merge the effect onto the next layer. So let's select layer 2 and let's choose a different 2.5D brush. Oh, I like sphere brush. Yeah, I like that a lot. Now let's select a nice orange. Okay, that's a good orange color. And, oh, nope, Control Z. Let's decrease our draw size. and draw this a few times. Nice. Nice and pretty. Okay. Now this layer has that blob. Ooh, that looks different. And this layer doesn't, so if we bake onto this layer with 100% B blend, let's see what happens. No, not much. That's interesting. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's try another. Ooh, let's try smudge. Yeah, that should give some type of result. Okay, then go back to bake. No, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still learning how this works. You can clear a layer, clear this one too, and then fill it with a color, white, but it's not true white because, wait, okay, simple brush, yes. It doesn't have flat color selected, which just, paints straight black and white color. Okay, now this is something that I figured out. It's really, really exciting. First of all, you can have 16 different layers. That's all, no more, no, yeah, I guess you can have less, but 16 layers, that's what you can work with. And I guess, supposedly, you could, let's fill all these layers with white real quick. So I've got white selected, and I've got flat color also selected, so on each layer I'm going to Control F, which paints the canvas white. So this layer, Control F, Control F, Control F, Control F, 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 Control F, Control F, Control, 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 Control. Okay, now every layer is totally white. So let's do a little experiment. I'm going to work just with black, just so things hopefully work. Now I'm going to, with the, simple brush, I'm going to paint, okay, let's start with 16. Down here, so 16, wait, that's probably too small. Okay, 16, and then 15, okay, wait, what happened? No, what's going on? Oh, is that weird? Did it paint on every layer? That's really strange. Okay, not that layer, not that layer. Oh, I'm seeing ghosts or something. Okay, Control N. Weird. Okay, anyway, let's fill this back up with white. But 15 is still there. That is really trippy. It looks like there are some abnormalities with this sometimes. So let's continue acting like that didn't happen. Now, black. Okay, 14. Oh man, I was gonna try and merge everything, but it looks like it's all on the same layer. Okay, 14, 13, 12. It's not showing up right now, but it looks like it is doing it to the layers. Okay, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, let's add a little color in here, 2, and 1. Okay, now let's hover over these. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so let's go all the way over here and try and, let's see, merge layer down. So control, yeah, the merge layers button merges the selected layer with the previous layer, the icon to its left in the palette. That sounds simple enough. Creating a single layer. Oh, what happened? Layer merging is sensitive to mRGB, RGB, M, ZAdd, ZSub, and ZCut button settings in the draw palette. Okay, so if I have mRGB and ZAdd on, and I merge 16 to 15, let's see what that looks like. Oh, wait, yeah, okay. Merge, I don't think you can merge right here, yeah. Right to left. So 16 to 15 with mRGB and ZAdd on. Yes. Okay, that gives this. And then mRGB off and ZAdd on to from 15 to 14. Merge. Yes. Oh, that's weird. And that didn't even show up. Okay, yeah, it's gone. Let's see. Let's turn ZAdd off and merge that down to, oh, that's gone too. Let's turn back mRGB, or no, sorry, let's go to RGB and go from 13 to 12. So merge 13 to 12. So it looks like 12 is still there. Now let's decrease the intensity of RGB to real low. 13, that's good. Okay, then 12 to 11, merge. Okay, 12 to 11. That didn't seem to have any effect. Now, just to make sure it didn't have any effect, let's turn this real low. Then merge down. Okay, so 12, 11, 10. That didn't seem to have any effect. Okay, that doesn't seem to matter. Let's go to material. And let's change the material real quick. MatCap Satan. Ooh, scary. Okay, 10 to 9, merge. Oh, that got rid of that. Okay, so that's gone. Now, let's try ZAdd. So 9 to 8, merge. Yeah, it's gone. ZSub, merge down. Yep, 7's gone. Okay, let's go back to mRGB and merge down. Okay, 6 is there. It just deleted all my stuff. That's kind of crazy. Okay, merge down. Okay, we've got 6 and 5. And probably 4. Then 3, 2. Oh, yeah, let's see if the colors work. Okay, 3. And then 2. Yep, we got the color. Okay. Merge down. Nice. Okay, now, yep, that works. So it's very sensitive to different things, and it definitely needs a lot of trial and error to really master this. Ooh, let's duplicate layer. Okay, and then let's. Oh yeah, this is cool. Okay, delete this real quick. Okay, now this layer looks pretty cool, right? Let's see what this looks like with a different MatCap. Reflected map. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so fill. Oh, Control Z. Let's go to texture. Grab dock. So we just made a texture from our scene, and that is whoa. Yeah, right there. Okay, so with a different matte cap selected and the texture that we want, we can create and then fill, which creates a new texture based on the matte cap that we just had and the texture. It is a little darker because that is the effect that this matte cap baked into this texture. So this texture and then this texture. Totally cool. Doesn't look very awesome right now because it's a very simple texture, but let's start over. So delete and clear. Oh, wait. Okay, so let's go to flat color and no texture and fill. Okay, now let's go to Lightbox and then select a random texture. Okay, here's a good one. Let's select this and this one. Okay, good. Now let's select the other one. Okay, this is the texture and this is the matte cap. So it is flat color, so it should fill the canvas with just this texture. Fill. Hide Lightbox, and that is the texture unedited and crystal clear the way the texture was meant to be seen. Now if we have another matte cap like anything, Framer 2, that should be interesting, and we have the same texture, we can create a new layer and then fill this layer with this texture and this matte cap baked into this texture. Fill. Doesn't look too different. So let's try another one. Create and same texture, and let's choose something a little more extreme. Reflect red. Okay, that should be cool. Then, so now when we press fill, it's going to fill this texture with, or lay this texture down and bake this matte cap into it. So fill. Yeah. So now our original texture with the reflect red baked into it looks like this. So this is basically baking matte caps. Totally awesome. And I don't think color has any effect on this, so if we fill that and this has a different color, I don't think it has any effect. Ooh, that was interesting. I just baked it. Let's see. Then bake this. Oh, that's... Oh, did I just bake it? Bake the matte cap? Okay, let's experiment. Okay. Create. And then select a new texture. Ooh, I like this one. And I want matte cap skeleton. Okay, so fill. Nice. And then bake. Oh, that's interesting. That's baking matte caps. So this texture we could let's see. Let's choose a different matte cap just so we can see. Ooh, toy plastic. Let's see if that has any effect. Okay. Fill. Yeah, it filled. And then bake. So I baked this matte cap into this texture. And then we could go to texture and grab dock. And we just got the baked matte cap that we have right over here in a texture, and we can export this to another program. Cool. Okay, let's see. Texture 04. Now create, and then toy plastic. No, wait, hold on. I want a flat color just so we can see what the texture looks like. And then fill. So now we've got the texture unedited. Oh, besides that, Control Z. Now let's toy plastic and fill. No, I don't like that. So let's go back to, let's reflect map, then fill. I don't like that either. Let's turn reflect red on again. Okay, fill. This is really cool. I discovered this just a few minutes ago. Material. Let's dock this over here just so we can see this side and then work on this side. So material and move it over here. Okay, so this is our MatCap editor, and when you select a texture and then a MatCap, flat color, and then fill, you can also edit the MatCap in the MatCap material window. So that is now over here, and where was it? Oh yeah, right here. Okay. I'm lost. Where am I? Well, let's just do it right here. Okay, material, MatCap. Where'd it go? Okay, modifiers. Oh, I guess there aren't a lot of modifiers with this. So let's choose a different one. Reflect red. Oh, not texture. Let's MatCap. Okay, reflect red. Yes. Now we can. Oh yeah. That's why we couldn't. I had flat color selected, right? And there is no materials that you can adjust in flat color, so that's why that showed up. So we can select a different one. Reflect red, for example. Material. Okay, texture, and then MatCap, and then fill, and then material, and then you can adjust the way this looks or is being rendered with these options right here. So that's pretty nice. Ooh, that's a nice look. Cool. Oh, I like that too. Hue, that's too light. Okay, I like that. Saturation, let's make B more intense. And then change the base color to green. Okay. Ugh, it's too intense. Okay. Let's adjust this color. Or no color at all. Okay, I like that. Now, here's another thing you can do. In your tool palette, you can play with your 2.5D brushes. So, depth brush. Let's see what this does. No, that's too extreme. Let's noise brush. Ooh, that's interesting. Now, probably highlighter. This is making things brighter or darker if you hold down Alt. Brighter. So now we are making our own texture with the 2.5D brush or brushes and all the other things that we've learned. Fine. Okay. Select another one, glow brush. I'm not seeing a lot right there. Okay, so we like this texture. We can go to, oh, we need a different brush. Simple brush, okay, good. Now, go to texture and grab dock. So now the texture that we have right here is in our computer. And we can change the MatCap. And then with the texture selected and the MatCap selected, ooh, that's cool, we can create a new document and fill it with this texture and this matte cap. Totally cool. Yep, that's exciting. And okay, let's see. This, you can shuffle which textures you want to bake into each other. Okay, I'm gonna see what baking this into this does. So bake just darkens it a little bit. That's nice. You can merge down. So merge this into this. Undoable. Okay, that kills that. That's nice. And baking's always fun. And you can change the bake or blend intensity right there. And you can flip the texture horizontally or vertically. And you can displace. Oh yeah, kind of like tilde key. This is tilde key. Yeah, so that's nice. And you can adjust that right here as well. Wrap mode. So, oh, that's not good. I don't think you want that. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yeah, make sure this is on, because wrap mode is kind of like when you're moving the texture left and right. It's repeating, so that's good. And displace is in the Z. I guess you can move the texture that you have up or down. So now this texture is on top or bottom. So that's exciting. And then auto select layer. With auto select turned on, you can select any layer by holding the tilde key and clicking on any painted element. The key is also used to pan the layer horizontally or vertically. If this button is pressed, the layer is selected before panning occurs. Okay, that's good. So I guess if you had a bunch of layers that were not full, like create, and then you have, let's see, 2.5D brush. Yeah, okay, blah, blah. Okay, this was one of your layers. And then create. This was another one of your layers. The auto select, when you tilde key, it would recognize what layer you have selected. So I've got the red layer selected, or I've got the blue layer selected. Yes, just like that. Or I've got the background selected. Totally cool. That's really handy and useful. So everybody should play with this and see if they come up with anything interesting. And if you do, please leave a comment below and subscribe if you like these videos and you like that I am covering all of these menus. And yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody.